So, I am back to build townhouses. These are meant to complement the roommate system that I did not get because I thought roommates was in City Living, but it's actually in Discovery University. So everybody keep that in mind. I'm definitely going to be getting Discovery University during E3 sales, for sure. But I love townhouses. I think they're beautiful. I think they're an awesome part of New York and Brooklyn and all the places that have them. They're all so unique from each other. London townhouses differ from Paris townhouses, and they all differ from Brooklyn, Manhattan. They're all beautiful. These ones were more inspired by Brooklyn. I like how it looks. I think it's pretty. This house is going to go in my Victorian Newcrest build that I am still doing. And when I'm ready to make a save file of that and actually post it, I'm going to make everything base game. I know here I definitely used non-base game stuff, but it's really, really hard to maintain creativity using just what the base game has. And I know that might sound weird, but I played about 100 hours of just base game before I broke and I had to get packs. So while I'm recording, I just want to have fun and do what I'm doing right now. Just building with whatever I want to build with. I used the vampire's windows and the get-together windows for that goth house in the middle. And I think it's a good combo, but it's not base game. I will definitely make a base game version of this townhouse one day though. Because technically in my personal game, I already have a base game version of this, but there's some things that are just kind of off about it. Like, it's the first version of this house. This is 2.0 of my 3-apartment townhouse. Especially because my base game one has a 4th floor that acts as a basement, like it's an underground level, and it just looks really funky on the outside. So instead of having a basement, I wanted to make a small, almost patio-ish area for the outside, like, drink your cup of coffee in the morning and watch people walk by, that kind of area. And the third house actually has a gate so you can get in. But that's because of one of the characters that lives there that I'm excited to talk about soon. But yeah, I had a lot of fun making this house, but the issue is the first time I made this house, it ended up being 1 hour and 30 minutes long. And when I tried to condense it down, I sped it up by 500 first, then I just kept going up and up. I could not get it to condense to fit the video and make it look normal. It looked really weird. So what I ended up doing was I just remade it. But because I didn't have all the fiddling around and messing around, I was able to just make it within 19 minutes. And that condensed down to 3 minutes. I was really, really happy about that. So now that we're decorating, let's go into the characters who actually live here. We have 3 Sims. Michelle King, her brother Marvin King, and Mira Hayes. I really like them. So obviously Michelle and Marvin are brother and sister, and Mira is Michelle's best friend. We'll start with Michelle King. Michelle King is a jazz musician, and she is specifically unflirty. Because I thought it was a really cool option, and it feels like not a lot of people go to make their Sims people who don't really want a relationship or don't want to get into a relationship. That may not be true. I may be making up out there generalization. If anything, when I was 13 and playing life simulation games, I was definitely one of those kids that would be like, okay, let's do this. We're getting them a husband and a baby. So I wanted to try something new, and she can't have kids. She doesn't really want them. She does not hate kids, though. That's what I was really happy about. I didn't have to make her a baby hater. She totally likes kids and would be so happy being an aunt. But she doesn't really want any of her own. And if you want her to be in a relationship, you're really going to have to work for it. She has the unflirty trait, and I can't quite remember all the implications of that, but if I'm remembering correctly, I think it means that they get uncomfortable at public displays of affection. So it'll definitely be hard to get her with somebody, but I think it might be fun too. If the story's good, of course. Her aspiration is being a musician, and I just thought it was really cool. I don't know if she can specifically be like a jazz musician, but I just thought it was cool. Now, her brother Marvin King, he's a writer. His aspiration is that, he wants to write that book. He wants to be that guy. But he also really wants to get out of this townhouse, and he wants to find his person. He wants to find his lady or his guy. whoever you decide. And he has the flirty trait, which I think contrasts Michelle in a pretty fun way. There's not much I can say about Marvin, but I definitely think he's fun and adds a lot of contrast to the household. Now that brings us to Mira. She's a dog lover. She's a party animal. That's her aspiration, is the partying one. I don't know if it's called party animal or not. I forgot. And she's flirty. So that has Michelle outnumbered. And it's actually pretty fun because I think the possibility of Marvin and Mira having a thing and annoying Michelle for it could be fun. But I also think of Mira getting together with a plaid-coated woman with a dog. I don't know why. I definitely see that storyline for her. We'll see what happens because I want to play this household personally. It's going to take a while though because I want to wait until E3 so I can buy Discover University and the roommates can be used to their full potential and this whole house can be used to its full potential. Which brings me to talking about the other members of this townhouse, of this big city block, basically. Now, I'm not going to make a huge household. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play as Marvin, Michelle, and Mira and see what happens with them. The roommates, though, nobody said that I couldn't get roommates and then edit them to be what I want them to be and then just let them do whatever they want. So the middle house is going to be like a goth botanist. I don't know why. I just had that idea for them. Or maybe they'll be a spellcaster, depending on what packs I get, other than just Discover University during the E3 sale. And I'm just assuming there's going to be an E3 sale. So if there isn't an E3 sale, I'm going to be super disappointed. I'm planning my whole life around this E3 sale. But definitely vampire botanist, goth botanist, just somebody who's going to live in this house. In a black brick house, you know? And I don't really know if plants can survive without natural light, because I can't help but think of the basement area for the goth botanist being this super lush underground greenhouse area. But at the same time, I'm like, is that realistic? Could a plant grow in a greenhouse that doesn't have any natural light? I don't know. I'm gonna look it up and then I'll decide if I'm doing an underground botanist lair or not. We'll see. Especially because I think it would be cool to have the coffin be with the plants. I think that'd be very cool. And make it like all planting and stuff. I think it'd be very cool. And for the apartment on the left, I actually go in and I change it to match the house on the right. Because when I saw it from the street view, the black and white house almost blended together and the brown house ended up standing out more. What I wanted was for the black brick house to be the standout house, to be like the, ooh, what's in their house? But it ended up being the brown brick house. So I go in later, and you'll see it when I show the pictures, that I just change the left apartment complex to match with the one on the right. And I think it looks a lot better. I think there's more potential there. Like, when I make white houses or light colored houses, I inherently want to make the inside super light and bright too. And it's okay for one house or maybe two, but when you do it a third time, everything just looks super sterile. Because I'm one of those people that always makes the bathroom just white and blue. You know, I don't really branch out my bathroom choice as much, which maybe I should, but I've been working with such small bathrooms, like I don't really get a chance to branch out too much. I definitely like the brick bathrooms. I think those are fun, like I did in the first townhome build. So I might make the middle house, the goth one, have like a brick bathroom, just because I think it looks pretty. I might put more brick in general in the middle house. I might want to save that for one of the houses that complements this one, because I do have townhouses in my New Crest save on each side of this one in the middle. I don't know which ones are besides Civic Cliffs, but those three plots together, I all have them in different shaped townhouses that I definitely want to take advantage of the roommate system with when I eventually get it. But in the meantime, we'll just build the townhouses and the characters. And when we do get the pack, then it'll be a blast playing this entire row of college students or writers or or just people who are living in apartments in general. Yeah. But I ended up being really proud of the decorating for this house. I thought it was really fun. I don't really know how I'm going to make it into a base game house, but I'm definitely going to try because that's what I wanted from my townhouses originally was base game. but I did have a lot of fun with the decoration in this one. But I will post this townhouse only when it's finished. That's the dealio with this build, is it's not done yet. I'm just showing you a part of it. The next building video is gonna be doing the left side brown house, or it's gonna be doing the goth apartment. I think I'm gonna do the goth apartment just because I've already got like a character in mind. But before I start decorating that middle house and making a sim for it, or sims, I don't know, I definitely want to post the video I made of me making the 3 sims that live in this house. And maybe I even want to play it a bit, just because the party animal aspiration seems so fun. I don't know. I keep saying I'm going to play The Sims normally, and then I just spend hours building in it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, I really liked how this turned out. I thought it was really cool. There's of course things I end up changing after I was done filming, and I actually ended up doing the backyard off camera because I wanted to experiment, and then I just kind of ran out of time with when I wanted to post this again and how much I wanted to actually record it, if that makes sense. Like, it's okay I didn't record it. There's actually extra decorations I added because when I was watching this video, I realized I forgot like a lot of extra little decorative things like a coat hanger and doormats and I think even like a carpet runner. So yeah, I hope you like this build. I had a lot of fun making it again. I ended up having to make this townhouse 3 different times, but I loved making it every time. It was really fun. I just love townhouses. I hope you like it too, and I'll see you in the next video of the Sims who live in this house. Thanks for watching. Bye.